Basically, it is so. It's just the way it is. People think that I'm crazy on a lot of levels. I had a friend of mine saying to me, why do you have such a photo and such a profile on Facebook? That's not you, he said. He also said, you are a man. And I said to him, no, I'm not a man, I'm not a woman. You know, I'm me. Very difficult to talk into the camera, so I think I'm going to just do this and maybe upside down me. That might be a good idea, yeah. I'm upside down at the moment because I'm, again, and I'm in Deutsch as well, I'm speaking German in my mind as well, which is also a problem to be clear on what I want to say. I'm in between two languages, so understand that. Even three languages, German, English and Czech. You know, that's where my brain is at. It's hard being me. It's hard being you, I can imagine as well, so don't be thinking that I'm looking for any sympathy. I'm not. But the fact is that, you know, people think I'm mad, you know, in a lot of ways. I mean, look, my place where I live, my Wohnung, my apartment, is mad in lots of ways. And, you know, my life is mad because I get away with murder in a lot of ways. But just for an example, a Beispiel, that tonight I'm in this late night bar and I got kicked out of the bar tonight, imagine. And I don't want to go into that right now, I just want to go into the point of, like, you know, I got kicked out of this place and it is so in my mind that without testosterone in my body, being a hormonally imbalanced person, but to make it worse, a hormonally imbalanced male type, yeah, it just doesn't work in this world. People don't get it. Some people don't and won't get it. That's the unfortunate thing. Some people won't get it. The people who don't get it can be educated more, and it can be told to them over time, and they can realize that it's not a joke, even though I am actually slightly sarcastic in facial expression when I am saying to them that I am another sex and that I'm intersex or that I'm XXY or that I'm simply lesbian or whatever you want to hear, people. But that's the way it is. And at the end of the day, I can be called things like weird, crazy, strange, whatever, all those, freak, whatever, all those words I am called. But the fact is, I thrive now, but not before. I thrive on people having problems with something. Because too often in this world, people tend to ignore stuff that's going on around them. And therefore we have a segregation in society, and we don't end up with a conclusion and a good solution for our problems because we tend to ignore situations, you know, and it angers me. I mean, this is my anger, and before in my life I used to be very angry, like physically and you know, tone of voice wise. I was absolutely angry, stereotype, angry, screaming, shouting, out of control. But I am angry on this point, and I'm able to be as calm as I am here. So try and understand that I'm very fucking angry on these points, that I can't be myself, you know, without 20 fucking questions. Yeah. You know, why can't we all just be ourselves? I'm looking at the time there, okay, 4.5 minutes, not too bad, not too bad. Maybe the camera will cut out though, I'm not sure. I hope not. I was out tonight, I got kicked out of this bar because I asked, this is the funny thing about the whole intersex issue, is because I was with a friend of mine, a guy, a typical or technical, let's say, XY male type person. And then there were two other female specimens of the species of human. And one of them, I really just liked her body language, her way, and all sorts of things. And we ended up talking after a long time, because I do not like to be like the man. Hey man, you know, the man who comes along and tries to chat up and smoothie the women. You know, I'm not like that. I was very straight up with her at the very start. I forget what I said, but it doesn't matter. I mean, it does matter, but I can't remember, so I can't tell you. Okay, one point I should mention now is that there's a lot of people who are watching who know me now from where I've been residing for the last few years. A lot more people are internet connected, and they now look for my name, and they find YouTube and whatever. And that's, you know, great. But it's also a bit scary, because obviously I don't mind giving off myself to strangers, because I'm an entertainer, I'm a musician. I give up myself to strangers all the time. It's easier to give up yourself to strangers. But when you're with friends' company, you know, it can be different and stranger and harder and more, you know, you're different, you know, when you're in front of people that you know. So, anyway, okay, I'm waffling, but I just want to say, after my night out, getting kicked out, okay, no problem, because I did stand my ground. I didn't probably explain the story that I asked for these 2 women drinks. I said, give me a bitte, zwei, Frauenbier. Ich hab gesagt. I said, give me 2 female beers bitte, please. And, he gave me 2 bottles. And he said €5, and I said, like, oh, I can't pay €5. I didn't ask for bottles anyway. I wanted small beers. And I know this guy because I played music for these people. I know this guy because a lot of people told me that this guy from the Blue Note, Dresden, Deutschland, Germany. Yeah, I'm naming his name because even if we do sort this whole situation out, I want this to be the bookmark for knowing when shit started to happen. And I hope it'll end, because I'm a forgiver. I'm a very good forgetter, thankfully, for my hormone imbalance problem or situation. But he grabbed me and he actually forcefully brought me very close to the door. He didn't bring me all the way out, which is good, because I told him, you know, this is nuts. You are going to embarrass yourself and embarrass me at the same time with this bullshit, because the fact is, I'm very, very respected in this town for being a nice person, you know. But they also know that I'm very forceful in my opinion. I am forceful in my opinion. I am very, very much into my opinion on things. But I'm one of the people, if you can listen to the but part of that point, I'm one of those people that has a forceful opinion, but also has ears and listens to other people's opinions. Very much interested in heated discussions or arguments. I'm very much interested in that. Yeah, you know, but on a level of where you're not absolutely losing the rag, and you know where you can talk. Now I'm looking at myself in the reflection there. I absolutely look like shite. What can you do? I'm getting older now, people, and that's the reality. Getting older. Look at that face. Wow. But I'm a typical example of somebody who's not normal. That is definitely true, and I think a lot of people on YouTube are not normal in your typical normal way. Yeah. No, I'm definitely not normal. I don't live a normal life. I don't have a normal job. I don't live in a normal apartment. I don't have normal friends. I don't eat normal chocolate that most rich fuckers eat, no. But I do like eating very good chocolate and very good ice cream. I like good standard of food. I like good standard of people. I like good standard of life. I like good standard of where I live. I like good standard of respect. And I like good standard of manners. And we're lacking in that in this world, in this day and age. And I hope that in the future, all of us together will do our best to make damn sure that we listen more. Now, unfortunately, I waffle a lot. I talk a lot. Shit. There you go. Again, something that's not perfect. And maybe far from perfect in your eyes. But for me, I am perfect in the way that I am and the way I express myself. Unfortunately, I've never really expressed myself properly for YouTube or video. Because, to be honest with you, I can't look in this lens and concentrate. I'm like a schizophrenic. Not that there's anything wrong with being a schizophrenic. It's only a medical term that doctors have labelled you as being. And really, in reality, anybody who's termed schizophrenic has simply got good friends in their head. And if they've got bad friends, they've got to just deal with that. I'm going to go now. I'm running out of time. I wish I could explain that more. Bye.